when what we see all the time in the media, in magazines and the internet, we have this sense of what a good body should look like. And then this person was saying that they visited Italy, I think it was, and they went to the beach in Italy, and they don't really have the same kind of culture there. And there's all sorts of bodies around, and no one really seems to care. It's just nothing. Like, they're just bodies are bodies. Like, imagine that you'd never seen anything in the media ever. You'd never seen any magazine or any internet thing or whatever. Your perception of what a body looks like is sort of, just the one, your one, your partner's one, maybe people you live around. Like, it is what it is. Like, those are bodies. Like, but it hasn't been distorted by these perceptions of what other bodies look like and what yours should look like. I think it's good to keep striving for improvement, but ultimately it looks how it looks. So just keep doing what you're doing. Keep trying to get better, and then the body it looks how it looks. The big problem is the comparison. You might be way closer to what your perfect ideal could be if you didn't have this distorted perception of what it should be. Like, you could have a body that feels strong and good and energetic and you're happy with, if there wasn't this sort of unrealistic perception of what it should be. And a lot of the time that's unhealthy. It looks good, but it's actually quite unhealthy. I know this bodybuilder who was like a champion, multiple time champion bodybuilder, and he smoked because it helped him not eat. So then he looked shredded and fantastic, but the way he got his calories down was by smoking. Yeah, it's not very good. He was a PT as well. Like, he used to smoke out the back of the out the side of the gym. Like, the problem is being fixated on the result as opposed to the process. If you're focused on the result, that it's depressing. You're constantly thinking about it, comparing yourself to it, this sort of ideal. In the end, the result is only a result of the process. So, and the process can only be what it can be. Like, you've only got so much time in the week with people's work schedules and hobbies and family commitments and all that sort of thing. So, like, you've only got so much time to do it. So you can only do what you can do. You do as much as you can at any period of time. And you can start stacking on little bits as you go. But at the end of the day, at any point, you can only do whatever your capacity is to do. That's the best result you can get. You can't say, oh, well, if I had unlimited money and unlimited time, I could do X, Y, Z. Well, you don't. No one does. Like, there are limits and capacities, and there is the most that you can do now under your current circumstances. Do that, and you'll get the result you get. If you're constantly just doing the most that you can do in your processes, that's the best result you can get. If you become obsessed with it and you love it, then you'll end up doing more. If you're okay with it, look, I feel pretty good. I've got more energy, feel healthier. I'm okay with how I look. Then good. That's the best you're going to get, and that's okay.
And be content with that.
Yeah, well, because what else can you do? The result is based on the process, and the process can only be as much as it can be. So, it's all about what process can you implement, not what result can you get, but what process can you implement in your life realistically. That's the best result you can get. Subscribe, like if you liked it, and if you're wondering why your willpower keeps failing, click here.
Oh man, that was tough. That was crazy.